I'm John Munoz, and welcome back to the Business Networking Channel, hosted by the Hispano Chamber of Commerce de las Cruces. Again, with me in studio is Toby Rue.
John, another convention center. No, it's not. It's an event center.
The event center.
And that's a clear thing to know.
That's right.
Now, you left us with a cliffhanger, and I didn't even know how we're going to spill the beans on this.
I don't know. Well, Jack and George are going to have to tell us, to take us, because this is something that I think there's a need for that in Las Cruces.
It is. I mean, we are like ranked the top 10 or 5 in retirement communities.
Right.
We're ranked in the top of growing communities. You
Right.
know, we just crossed the 200,000 mark.
Mhm.
We have opportunities that are coming. So we're starting to see some internal growth, and we need to have activities for those people.
Well, definitely. Then, plus, we have kind of a sandwich effect. We have one of the youngest demographics also. So that's growing at a pace. It's kind of a sandwich effect where you have retirees with resources, and then you have this young workforce coming up.
And the census just told us that we have more women than we have men.
That's right.
I read that. So take us to the next.
So, George,
how are you capitalizing on this?
What do we do about that?
On May 6th of, that will be next week, on May 6th, we're going to have a get-together to form a singles club.
Okay.
And the singles club will be designed to take care of those people who are 35 years of age and up.
Mm-hmm.
It will have such activities as speed dating, which we already have some experience in.
Okay.
Well, not me.
We've hosted speed dating. Yeah.
Toby doesn't qualify.
No, you don't qualify if you're married.
Then you're married. That's right.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
The other part was this, that you hit it right on the nail, because there are so many people older who have lost their spouse,
Right.
or are divorced, and they come here to live, and all of a sudden they have no support system.
Sure.
So they're looking for a safe, affordable environment to be able to have some new relationships.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go, some people do that, but it's so, I would think it's so hard to go into a bar and try to meet somebody there and have a decent conversation. When I was single, I'd go to church and the library, and so luckily I met my wonderful wife. We've been married for a long, long time, and we will continue that. But then you have these internet stuff, which so it can work for some people, but I mean, you put a picture of yourself, it was like 20 years ago, and you Photoshop it or whatever, I don't know.
Well,
and then surprise,
you're absolutely correct.
On.
There's no substitute for the face-to-face encounter.
That's correct.
And when you're going through that age of 35 to whatever you're going to do, we're not trying to say this is a one-size-fits-all, but I think it's just having that opportunity to get out and meet people and find like-minded things. I mean, one of the things that I was really happy with, and Jack, you and I were a part of this a while back, it was the hospitality club. And we went through there and we worked with a few things, but I remember you used to do, or you were a part of, having people go on these day trips and just getting together and go hanging out. And this is a great opportunity for people to come together. You find out some things that are within a day's drive away. Whatever you're going to do, I think it's a great opportunity. I wish you both the best luck on that. That's a good idea.
Thank you very much about that. Now, we will have day trips, and we will have banquets, and we will have dances, and we will have activities where people can feel safe with their relationships. We've already matched up four couples.
4 couples already. That's pretty good. That's very good.
They got a theme here. They had a business area, and when a client got 4 clients, and now they're doing this, they got 4 couples. Well, you guys are going to exponentially grow this thing.
That's right. That's pretty good.
We certainly hope so.
So we're going to scroll your website, because we want people obviously to call you, and your telephone numbers. We want people to call you. We want people to look at your website. Obviously, if people are interested in either booking an event like a wedding reception, or want to participate in your dating event, that's where they go. They can give you a call or do the website. And again, I think the dating thing is an excellent idea, because again, you have a good conversation in a safe environment. You know who you're talking to. Obviously, there's other people around you. Excellent support system, and you can move that forward. one suggestion I would give, how I met my wife, that was salsa dance classes.
That's right. Have dance
You know,
classes.
maybe
We
you
already
should
said
give
that.
some dance classes and get people there how to learn how to salsa.
Oh, speaking of dance classes,
Uh-oh,
we
okay.
had several sessions of Zumba
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
That
Okay.
is the growing
exercise
thing.
here about a month or two ago. And so that was kind of interesting to see how those classes went.
Right.
We've had some interesting fraternity parties
Mhm, okay.
and get-togethers with DJs and things like that.
So your name is getting out
Well,
there.
good,
That's
good,
important.
Yes, I think it is. I think people are beginning to separate the convention center and the event center
And you
in
have-
two different ways.
You had a, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you had mentioned off screen about two fundraising organizations that we want to make sure get some attention, and that's the Las Cruces Women's Basketball
Yes.
and the Las Cruces Band. Can you tell us a little bit about those two
Okay,
organizations?
on May 5th, which is a Thursday, at 7 o'clock, the girls basketball team from Las Cruces High School will have a fundraiser. You can buy a ticket for $10 to support them, and we have a payout of $600 for that evening. And they will have some raffles, and it should be a real fun night. Then on Thursday the 12th, we'll have the Las Cruces Band come in, and they are going to raise money for their activities to travel, to go other places, and they need the money real seriously.
Yep.
So anybody that could come that evening, we would welcome them. We can handle 250 players, and the payout for that one is $700.
Wow.
So.
Well, wonderful, wonderful.
Well-
I'm curious about, again, when you guys are going to do pro wrestling. 'Cause, I mean, I want to see Toby up in the ring.
No.
You know, doesn't he look like Oscar de la Hoya to you guys? I mean, maybe do a little,
That's
little
maybe
boxing out there.
maybe some promos. We wanted to get on a couple ideas that Jack, you had brought earlier, and I want to make sure the audience knows you guys are no strangers to business. You have done your share of work prior to going into retirement, and I had joked off screen, but I think it's really at the point. There's no such thing for retirement for you two gentlemen. It's reinventment, and you have reinvented, I think, a great opportunity and a business that I hope continues to succeed. Now, you're for-profit, correct? So we don't need audiences to come donate money.
No.
We just need them to come look for venues
Right.
and know that you're available, you're open for business, and you will provide a venue that they might be catered. And I think, John, we mentioned customization.
Right.
They're going to be able to customize their event to what the community at large is looking to do in a family-oriented manner. And that sounds like a recipe
It
for a
does.
good meal.
It does. It really does.
Well, thank you for that. We really appreciate it. And anybody that wants to have an event, all they have to do is come and talk to us, and we'll set it up and we'll design it just for them.
Okay, and so we've shared your address on the bottom of the screen, your telephone number, and your website as well, so that people can call, click, or come by and visit.
Now,
right?
we don't like to leave our audience or our members out there at all on anything, any question unanswered. Is there something that we need to make sure that John and I, because we're just rookies at this stuff, you guys seem like, oh, the hands here running a business. How or what have we missed to make sure the audience knows that the
Well, I think
event
one of
center's
the
available?
important things, we have a group that meets there once a month for lunch. It's the third Friday of each month, called the Las Cruces Business Network. And these are small business people that come not only to exchange business cards and mingle, but educate themselves on how to get leads, how to present themselves on the telephone, and all the things that they need to improve their business, improve their marketing abilities to the community. And
great.
that's a
What's it
once a
called
month
again?
opportunity every third Friday. There's a businessman's lunch for about $6 and a educational program.
It's called the Las Cruces Business Network.
Very close to the
I
BNC.
like the way that sounds.
I do. The Las Cruces Business Channel is going to be supporting the Las Cruces Business Network.
Wow. Can't beat that at all.
No, that's great value there. So Business Synergy Partners, George, you know, we want to thank you for all that you do for the community, all that you do really for business. Very important. You know, Toby mentioned it was the backbone of Las Cruces. I think it's not just the backbone of Las, really, it's the backbone of America.
It is.
You know, if anything moves, it's because of small business. You know, larger corporations, you know, have been established and do what they do, and they definitely serve a purpose. But when you talk about innovation, entrepreneurship, That's small business, you know. And Jack, the experience that you bring as well, and also your involvement. I mean, Jack, you know, I joked earlier, Jack of all trades.
That's
you know,
right.
Jack, you know, is involved with so many nonprofits and good initiatives
Sure.
in town that we're going to ask you, actually both of you, to come back and talk to us some more about other things that you're doing in town.
That's right.
Will you guys come back and visit with us?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Well, you know, we like to make sure our audience knows that you guys are open for business. You're creating business. And to our audience out there, we want to make sure you know, as we finish and come towards the end of our show, we want to reinforce that the Hispano Chamber of Commerce is en fuego. And we have a couple of things that are going on. The middle school recognition program and our annual banquet, John.
That's right. That's right. And so we're very excited about that. And again, we want to thank our audience for viewing. Again, if you're out and about and busy, make sure you DVR us, tell your friends, and we appreciate your watching our show. So on behalf of the Hispano Chamber of Commerce and myself, thanks again, and we will see you next week at the Business Networking Channel hosted by the Hispano Chamber of Commerce de Las Cruces.
See you at the event, May the 7th.